EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 84 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. That one complete to Naylor. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
That's another Raiders first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They've got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
It's a gain of 9.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
10-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The rushing numbers for Taylor in last week's ball game: 12 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hold it ready. Set up.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried to dump off, lost yardage. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wound up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Once again, it's Genty. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A run straight ahead with Genti. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So from the 37, here's 2nd down at a yard. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Genti. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Yards. That's good for a Colts. First down.
Now Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
Throwing Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll go again with Genty. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with buys on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And it's Kyler Murray. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Christian McCaffrey. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Niners move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. And let's sit back and watch Devon Achane. 54 yards to the house. The Dolphins looking for their first win after 4 straight losses to begin the season. They're up at the break. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
15 at the 36-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
47-yard line.
Off play action, Jones. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
38-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught by Tucker. And he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Raider first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Off the play fake, Mendoza.
First down.
Looking right side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Go!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, it's Genty. And not much running room. Down to the 32. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they've practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Mendoza from the gun on third down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Nick Herbig there on the stop. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Mendoza. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Colts first down.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
19.
Back to throw. Jones. Let's take. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up. And he lost the football. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Multiple turnovers on the play. Eventually recovered by the offense. Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to them.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now Jones throwing to start the drive.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Jones. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
On the give, Gianti. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Raiders, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector. Shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like